Our green room is being taken over by a green chair right now, and we couldn't be any happier. Our Donate Life annual green chair sit-in kicks off tomorrow morning, and right now we have Steele with us from Life Connections of Ohio to talk about the meaning behind that chair never being left empty. Thanks for being here today.
Hey, thanks for having me, and I'll be back tomorrow and the next day.
She's moving in. But we love to do this every year with you all at Life Connection, and just to get that awareness out there. So explain exactly what the green chair sit-in is.
Sure. So it's our 14th annual Donate Life green chair sit-in, which is hard to believe. But like you said, the goal is not to let the chair go empty. That's the tagline of that campaign. So there are about 20 people who die every day waiting for their gift of life, and encouraging more people to register as organ, eye, and tissue donors means there will be fewer empty chairs. So again, don't let the chair go empty. We have our donor families and recipients and living donors and supporters rotating in and out of that chair for the full 24 hours. So for an entire day, it will live out its tagline.
Yes, and we'll be hearing those stories and hearing how someone was a hero, hearing how someone is now living a beautiful life because someone said yes.
Yeah, it's an incredible opportunity for our volunteers to be here and share those stories. Like you said, the donor heroes who made that life possible, and how proud their loved ones are that they were able to give that gift of life. And then the people who literally would not be able to sit in the green chair. They wouldn't be alive today if they hadn't received that gift. So it's a really powerful event, very powerful stories, and we're just very grateful, as always, to WTOL 11 for letting us invade your space and tell those stories.
You know, it's to tell the stories, and then also to maybe, you know, squash some myths or get some information out there for people too, because I think maybe people just don't know enough about organ donation.
Absolutely. It's all about getting that education and awareness out there. There are several misconceptions about donation. Like you said, we're all about the myth busting, so anything we can do to answer any questions or provide the facts is what we're all about. And again, sharing those stories, I think, really helps with that, because you're hearing from the people that have been through it. So, you know, I can tell you all day long, I know that this is what this process is, but this donor family is like, this is what happened, and my loved one was able to give that gift, or the recipient, again, who received that life-saving gift that changed their life forever.
And you will be sitting in the chair at some point. You'll be here,
I will.
You know, the whole 24 hours that she doesn't sleep. But you will at some point sit in the chair too, because obviously this is personal for you.
It is, yes. My father, he was lucky enough to receive a life-saving liver transplant that allowed him to live 20 additional years, which is something that I will be forever grateful for. He always took one of the early morning shifts in the green chair. I'll be here anyway, so I am sitting on his behalf, and it's just incredible to think back to how sick he was and how that changed his life. And again, 20 years is such a long time for me to be able to have him around, because he was so fortunate to receive that gift of life.
You may have heard of him. He may have been on the radio. RJ Steele. So being able, as you said, to get those extra 20 years, and that's just an example of one story. And then you'll hear from families who, the hero families who, as you said, they're so proud of what their loved one did for someone else. And then what you all do at Life Connection too, to wrap yourselves around those donor families, you know, and provide that support. In some cases, they get to go and meet these families. Hear some heartbeats. I mean, these are some of just the touching stories.
Absolutely. One that you were able to cover for us, who's actually kicking off the sit-in tomorrow. Yes, they were able to meet their loved one's heart recipient, and having that stethoscope and listening to their loved one's heartbeat for the first time in someone else's chest. Who would not be here without their loved one giving that gift? I can't really think of anything more like amazing and powerful than that. So yeah, really excited about all these stories.
Yeah, and you know, if you're thinking already, you're like, you already got me. Okay, I need some more information. What can people do right now? You know, as we approach it, we're getting started at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. But in the meantime, where can people go to get some more information?
Well, I saw a lovely story about this event on WTOL 11's website, so I'm sure you can head over there. You can also go to lifeconnection.org. All kinds of information there. Again, just really wanting us to educate ourselves about the importance of donation. Learn those facts. Read the stories. You'll obviously have a lot over the next 24 hours after we kick this this event off, but you can head to lifeconnection.org and actually register. If you haven't already registered to be an organ, eye, and tissue donor, you can do it right online. Takes less than a minute and obviously makes a huge impact in the lives of so many.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the building.
We're
glad you're going to be with us here for a day and a half. You know, so thank you for being here, and we can't wait to get things kicked off tomorrow morning.
So excited. Thanks for having us back.
We love this time every year. Chris?